Hello everybody, welcome to today's video where we are covering Dana White's Contender Series, and we are in week 3. Fight 1, there's 6 fights total. We are only going to be in 5 of those, and I will explain why as we continue. So that being said, let's get to the first fight. Real quick, if you guys could please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload, that would greatly be appreciated. Also, join the best Discord community around. Join through the Patreon link in the description. Alright, and for our first out of 5 fights, we have this name is ridiculous. We have Jasmine Jasudavicius. You know, fuck it, guys. I'm gonna call her Jasmine from now on. That's what we're just gonna call her. Versus Julia Polastri. You know, that's a lot easier to pronounce. Jasmine's record is 5-1. 2 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission, 2 wins by decision, 1 loss by decision. Polastri's record is 8-2. She has 3 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission, 4 wins by decision, 2 losses by decision. Things that favor Jasmine. Jasmine can become 6-1. Las Vegas, Nevada equals 61 in single reduction. Jasmine can get her 6th win. Enterprise equals 60. Niagara top team equals 60 in full reduction. Jasmine can get her 3rd win by knockout. Round 3 equals 30 in full reduction. Jasmine can get her 2nd win by submission. Jasmine equals 20 in Caldian. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. Polastri can become 8-3. 83 is the 23rd prime. Polastri is 23 years old. DWCS, or Dana White's Contender Series, equals 23. Las Vegas equals 23 in full reduction. Tuesday equals 23 in full reduction. Las Vegas, Nevada equals 83. Jasudavicius versus Polastri equals 83 in full reduction. Things that favor Polastri. Polastri can get her 4th win by knockout. Season 5 equals 40. Enterprise equals 40 in Caldian. Dana White equals 40 in full reduction. Jasudavicius equals 40 in full reduction. Polastri can get her 2nd win by submission. Jasmine equals 20 in Caldian. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. Polastri can get her 5th win by decision. Dana White equals 50. Majority decision equals 50 in Caldian. Jasmine can get her 5th, can become 5-2. Polastri equals 52. CWB fighter equals 52. And guys, you know, the Polastri has some numbers, I guess, but you know, I'm gonna pick Jasmine Jasudavicius, or whatever, however the fuck you say her name. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna call her Jasmine. As long as she wins, that's what matters. The main reasons why I think she's gonna win is because Polastri can become 8-3. You know, 83 in Las Vegas, so it's strong, 23rd prime, all this stuff here, guys. And then Jasmine can become 6-1. I keep trying to say her name. Jasmine can become 6-1. Las Vegas, Nevada equals 61 in single reduction. And then both fighters, if Jasmine wins, will both be on a prime number with their total record. And you know, they're all about the prime numbers. Also, one more thing I forgot to mention. Jasmine can become 6-1. 61 is the 18th prime. Today is the day leaving 108 days left in the year. So 108. UFC loves the number 108. They love it for 18. So I think that has something to play here as well. So take Jasmine, money line, minus 128. I think she wins it. Not really sure how. Yeah, I didn't really mark down how. Maybe it's flyweight, so it could go all the way to the decision, guys. You know, that usually does with flyweight, but I'm not guaranteeing. I can't guarantee shit, but I'm not saying that I think that's what it is. I'm just saying that's most likely what is going to happen, but I don't know. So let's get to our next fight. And for fight number 2 out of 5, we have, you know, I think this is how you say Ang. You know, we're gonna call him Lusa because I think that's how you say his last name. Versus Jack Della Maddalena, whatever, guys. You know, it's all these fighters, new people. These guys aren't even known yet, so you know, we're gonna go with it. Lusa's record is 7-1. He has 5 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission, 1 win by decision, 1 loss by decision. Della Maddalena's record is 9-2. He has 8 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission, 1 loss by knockout, 1 loss by submission. Things that favor Lusa. Lusa can become 8-1. Ong equals 81. Majority decision equals 81 in full reduction. Lusa can get his 6th win by knockout. Enterprise equals 60. Lusa can get his 2nd win by submission. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Lusa can get his 2nd win by decision. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Della Maddalena can get his 2nd loss by knockout. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. Della Maddalena can get his 2nd loss by submission. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. It's 185 days from Lusa's birthday. Technical knockout equals 185. It's 14/9. 149 is the 35th prime number. Lusa equals 35 in full reduction and 35 in Coldian. It's also season 5, week 3, or week 3, season 5, 3-5, right, guys? So, and then things that favor Della Maddalena. And I didn't find anything at all for him, guys, really. Della Maddalena can get his 2nd win by submission. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Lusa can get his 2nd loss. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. And guys, I'm going to take Lusa money line plus 101. I do like that he can, he can win by knockout. Or submission. I think let's look at him. Yeah, knockout's probably so not submission. Sorry, guys. So most likely, I'm thinking he's gonna win by knockout because it's 185 days from his birthday, and he'll win by technical knockout equals 185. Let's just hope that doesn't go against him. That's a little bit of the risk there, is that it could go against him as well. But he has the other numbers that back him up. His full name equals 35. Today is 14/9. 149 is the 35th prime. I think he's going to win, guys. I think he is going to win. I didn't find really much for Della Maddalena. These are smaller fighters, so that doesn't mean that there wasn't something there. But most likely, I just didn't find anything that was worth it. So, I got to feel good with Lusa here, and I'm going to get to our next fight. All right, guys. Now for fight number 3 out of 5, and this one was a tricky one for me, guys. But I'm gonna talk to you. We're gonna talk about this one. So we have Dylan Big Papa Potter versus Lukasz Brzeski. Potter's record is 9-5. Actually, he had 3 different records that I seen on the internet, but on his Facebook page, proclaimed by himself, he is 9-5. So I would have to assume that he would not be lying about his record, his own record. So 9-5 is what I had for him. But that's what I seen for him. But I put down he had 3 wins by knockout and 7 wins by submission, because I seen that he had 10, but I seen somewhere else he had 8. So I just left that where it is, guys, because I can't take it all. I can't keep going back and forth. So I just put down what I had, and that's what it is. So just want you guys to know that. So when you guys be like 3 and 7 equals 10, I know that, guys. It's because his record was all over the place. So it said that I seen one place where it said he had 3 wins by knockout, 7 wins by submission, 2 losses by knockout, 1 loss by submission, 2 losses by decision. His losses are nobody's disputing his losses. It's just his wins are all over the place. Brzeski's record is 8-1-1. He has 5 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission, 1 win by decision, and 1 loss by knockout. And guys, I just want to say here, it was, this past weekend was 9/11 weekend, and then we have the whole, I'm going to be careful with the keywords I use in my channel, because I want to be able to stay up here, and I don't want any strikes or anything, guys. That's not what we're about here. We can talk about whatever under the Discord. We have free speech there, but on YouTube, we don't really have free speech. So I just want to say, like, you know, certain things like the C word of what's going on with the certain pandemic. I'm not going to say that just because I don't want to deal with any issues, because I'm not a medical advisor and I'm not trying to get struck for any bullshit. So basically, guys, I think those two things, 9/11 and the pandemic, are two things that are going to be a factor for this event here today. So let's get to it. Not just for just this fight, but I'm talking about the other fights in general. So things that favor Potter. Potter can get his 4th win by knockout. Season 5 equals 40. Enterprise equals 40 in Coldian, and Dana White equals 40 in full reduction. And I actually do want to say the reason why I do think that it is tied to the pandemic, and since it was previously 9/11 weekend, we didn't have any UFC fights. It's 19 date numerology today, guys. They work in 19-year cycles. You know, 19 years after 9/11 was the pandemic. So, you know, that's where I want to get. That's the point I'm getting at. It's 19 date numerology. I feel like they're paying homage to both things in the same event. So that's why I think how things are gonna happen in 2 fights are gonna happen, and they're pretty tricky fights, guys. I just want to say that. So Brzezinski can become. Potter can get his 4th win by knockout. Season 5 equals 40. Enterprise equals 40 in Coldian. Dana White equals 40 in Coldian. Full reduction. Brzezinski can become 8-2. Big Papa equals 82. Dylan Big Papa Potter equals 82 in Coldian. Excuse me. Split decision equals 82 in single reduction. Brzezinski can get his 2nd loss. Dylan equals 20 in full reduction. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Brzezinski can get his 2nd loss by knockout. Dylan equals 20 in full reduction. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. The 82 is something that had me looking at that, thinking that could hit. But, you know, at first I had Brzezinski's record as 8-1, and I didn't realize he had a draw. But now I see that he is 8-1-1. He is super favored in this one, guys. You know, the 82 could come out of nowhere, but honestly, given the weekend that just passed, and Brzezinski can become 9-1-1, and he could potentially sign a contract to get into the UFC after this fight. You know, I gotta go with Brzezinski, and you know, I know I haven't decoded it all, but Brzezinski can get his 9th win. Lucas equals 90. Brzezinski equals 90. Brzezinski can get his 6th win by knockout. Enterprise equals 60. Brzezinski can get his 3rd win by submission. Round 3 equals 30 in full reduction. Potter equals 30 in Coldian. Brzezinski can get his 2nd win by decision. Dylan equals 20 in full reduction. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Potter can get a 6th loss. Enterprise equals 60. Potter can get a 3rd loss by knockout. At round 3 equals 30 in full reduction. Potter equals 30 in Coldian. Potter can get his 2nd loss by decision. Dylan equals 20 in full reduction. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Potter can get his 3rd loss by submission. Round 3 equals 30 in full reduction. Potter equals 30 in Coldian. And guys, I'm going to pick Lucas Brzezinski, and I'm going to take Brzezinski money line minus 385. And that's good because he can become 9-1-1, guys. I mean, if that doesn't happen, then they're really just fucking with us at that point. But I honestly, and even if it does happen, they're really just fucking with us. So, I mean, no matter what, they're fucking with us, right, guys? But no, I think that is what is going to happen. Given the weekend, given that it's 19 date numerology, they work in 19-year cycles. And there's another fight that you guys will see why I think this. The last fight of the night, we'll get further into this, guys. But this money line play, I'm only going to put in the parlay. I'm not going to play it straight up. I thought I was Rain Man and thought I could do some blackjack, and I lost some money. And, you know, now I'm like, oh, man. And I wish I didn't do that. But it is all good. You guys will see we're down on the stake account, and that's because I was thinking I was Rain Man. But we'll get there, guys. Let's get to the next fight. Fight number 4 out of 5. We have Albert Machete Duraev, I think, versus Kyle, guys, Leo Bittencourt. We're going to call him Bittencourt, and we're going to call the other guy Duraev. It is what it is. But before we get into the fight, I just wanted to mention before I forget, Guys, comment Big Rooster Money down in the comments. Or put in your sports picks, your D codes for whatever things coming into the future, and you'll be entered in to win 3 months free premium access to Hidden Gem Discord. Comment down below, like the video, and subscribe to the channel to be entered in. I have an automated system that will know if you guys did all of this, so it's all streamlined and very easy, guys. Not a headache. And you know, Big Rooster Money, guys. Let's get to it. So we have Durayev's record at 13-3. He has 3 wins by knockout, 8 wins by submission, 2 wins by decision, 3 losses by knockout. Bittencourt's record is 14-6. He has 12 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission, 2 losses by knockout, 2 losses by submission, 1 loss by decision, 1 loss by disqualification. Things that favor Durayev. Durayev can get his 14th win on the 14th, sorry. 14th prime is 43, knockout is 43, Bittencourt equals 43, and Chaldean, Las Vegas, Nevada equals 43 and full reduction, submission equals 140. Durayev can get his 4th win by knockout, season 5 equals 40, Enterprise equals 40 and Chaldean, Dana White equals 40 and full reduction. Bittencourt can become 14-7, you know, 147, Freemasonry equals 147, Bittencourt equals 147. Bittencourt can get his 3rd loss by knockout, round 3 equals 30 and full reduction. Bittencourt can get his 3rd loss by submission, round 3 equals 30 and full reduction. Bittencourt can get his 2nd loss by decision, week 3 equals 20 and full reduction. Nevada equals 20 and full reduction. It's 113 days before Durayev's birthday. Albert Machete Durayev equals 113. UFC Apex equals 113. Things that favor Bittencourt. Bittencourt can get his 15th win. Bittencourt equals 150. Liao equals 15 and full reduction. Bittencourt can get his 3rd win by submission. Round 3 equals 30 and full reduction. Durayev can get his 4th win by knockout. Season 5 equals 40. Enterprise equals 40 and Chaldean. Dana White equals 40 and full reduction. And guys, I'm going to pick Albert Machete Durayev, and I'm going to take Durayev money line minus 400. And, you know, I'm going to put him in a parlay as well. I'm not going to touch him on a solo bet just because, you know, it's just too risky to put that, you know, put anything on a minus 400, you know, in fights, in my opinion. You know, if it was 200 or less, maybe, but minus 200 or less, maybe, but not minus 400, guys. I think we bet that in a parlay and live for the next fights. Or the next fight. But yes, guys, that is fight number 4. Let's get to the one that we're fading. All right, guys, now here's the 5th fight of the night, but we're not going to do this fight, guys. We're going to skip this one, and that's simply because Mo Miller is 5-0 and Brandon Superman Lewis is 5-0. You know, they have these are the only 2 things that differentiate, and that's not going to help us figure out anything. Miller is a minus 700 favorite. Lewis is like plus 450. So if you want to put something on Lewis, because they would have the exact same numbers going for and against them, either way, no matter how you look at it, you could do that. Be my guest. I'm just going to stay away from this one because, you know, you could hit, or the minus 700 could just, you know, beat this guy. So we don't really know what's going to happen on that one. That one's a straight gamble, and you know, we want to see something a little bit more solid with the numbers, guys. And for officially fight number 5 out of 5, and it's also the 6th fight of the night. So you might have just seen, you know, a bunch of numbers on the screen. I did that just because, why not? Jailton Mashat, you know, Jailton Jr. I don't know how to say his fucking name, his nickname, versus Nasrudinov. It's like he has the same name twice. His first and last name are the same. Junior's record is 13-2. He has 5 wins by knockout, 8 wins by submission, 1 loss by knockout, 1 loss by decision. And I just want to say, real quick, Jailton Jr., he is also like, just like last week, there was a guy where they had his name Correa. I just talked about this, where Bruno Correa, they had his name where his name was actually, his last name is actually Mosqueda, but Steak, which is partnered with the UFC, had it as, you know, it was Bruno Correa is his full name, and then UFC also said that's his full name, when that is not the case. But not the real case. That's his UFC fighting name, right? But yeah, guys, the same thing is with Jailton Jr. He has a different last name, but I went with the one that Stake and the UFC is using, just like I said I would from now on. But then we have Nasrudinov's record is 9-0. He has 4 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission, 4 wins by decision. Things that favor Junior. Junior can get his 14th win on the 14th. The 14th prime is 43. Knockout is 43. Las Vegas, Nevada equals 43 in full reduction. Submission equals 140. His nickname equals 104. Junior can become 14-2. The pandemic keyword special equals 142. And you know, guys, I'm just gonna avoid saying this word because, again, we don't want any strikes. That's not what we're about here. So, you know, if you want, we can talk about whatever we want in the Discord and all that. Here on YouTube, we have to abide by their rules if we want to stay on here. Akhmat Fight Club equals 142. Jailton, his nickname Junior equals 142. Dana White's Contender Series equals 142 in single reduction. And this is the line that I was talking to you guys about, where that other fighter can become 911. He can become 142. The pandemic keyword special equals 142. And it's like, yeah, guys. It's just I think that's definitely what it is. It's 19 date numerology, guys. Like, I think they're definitely paying homage to their 19-year cycles in this fucking these set of fights tonight. Junior can get a 6th win by knockout. Enterprise equals 60. Jailton Jr. equals 60 in full reduction. We also were burned by 142 hitting a couple weeks ago and 133 not hitting when we went for the 133 happening and not the 142 when they both could have happened. In the last fight of the evening as well. Nasrudinov can become 9-1 on 19 date numerology. Salvatore Bahia Brazil equals 91 in single reduction. That is where Junior is from. Nasrudinov can get his first loss. Nasrudin equals 100. KO equals 10. TKO equals 10 in full reduction. And here are the numbers for Nasrudinov. And this is where it's double coded as hell, guys. But that's where we have to, hopefully we learn from the past and we can use that for today's fight. So we have Nasrudinov can become 10-0. Nasrudin equals 100. KO equals 10. TKO equals 10 in full reduction. Nasrudinov can get his 5th win by knockout. Dana White equals 50. Junior's nickname equals 50 in full reduction. Nasrudinov can get his 2nd win by submission. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Nasrudinov can get his 5th win by decision. Dana White equals 50. Junior's nickname equals 50 in full reduction. Junior can become 13-3. And you know, this is where it gets tricky, guys. That's what I'm saying. It's tricky. Las Vegas, Nevada equals 133. Nasrudinov equals 133. Junior can get his 3rd loss. Round 3 equals 30 in full reduction. LG System equals 30 in full reduction. Junior can get his 2nd loss by knockout. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Junior can get his 2nd loss by submission. Week 3 equals 20 in full reduction. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. And guys, I'm going to pick Jailton Jr. and I'm going to take Junior moneyline plus 155. And this one was tricky. This one is a tricky one, guys. Tricky. And, you know, I can see arguments for either side, either way here. But we got to go with Junior getting his 14th win on the 14th. He can become 14-2. The pandemic special keyword special equals 142. Akhmat Fight Club, where Nasrudinov is fighting, his fight camp is 142. Jailton, his nickname Junior equals 142. The name that the UFC is using for him equals 142. Dana White's Contender Series equals 142 in single reduction, guys. you know, we've been in these double coated ones where it looked like it was so solid for one guy, and then it was like, yeah, they didn't do any of that. Nasrudinov has more numbers. I think they're gonna go with Junior here, guys. I really do. He is the underdog. I really do think that they're gonna go with him. If you guys want, if you don't feel comfortable in this one, you could hedge a parlay with, you know, of your choice of fighters with, you know, the opposite of whoever I pick. You know, you can go Nasrudinov at the end of the parlay if you want to parlay hedge that. I'm going Jailton Jr., guys. You know, I feel pretty confident about it because of the 142 burning us before in a main event, or, you know, this would be the final fight, which is kind of like a main event. But these are for amateur not amateur, but, you know, non-UFC fighters trying to get a UFC contract. Guys, I think that they're going to go with Junior, guys. Good luck to you. You know, good luck to everybody. Be smart, bet smart. You know, we have three fights that we can make good money on, and 2 fights that are pretty much parlay boosters. And, you know, if they lose, you know, I'll be a little disappointed, but I mean, I think that they're good. I think we're gonna have a solid night, guys. You know, sometimes it's a little, you know, sometimes we can go back and forth with the numbers, but we got to make a pick sometimes. And, you know, that's where the little bit of the gamble comes in, or the analysis, whatever you guys want to call it, the estimated guessing. I mean, not the estimated guessing, the educated guessing comes into play. But yes, guys, those are the fights for Dana White's Contender Series. Good luck to you guys, and I will see you guys on Stake, where you guys can see my mistake. All right, guys, welcome to Stake, and you guys can see that we are down quite a bit, and that is because of my foolish mistake of thinking I was Rain Man with blackjack. So now I have to sit here and own up to that to everybody. Yeah. So the moral of the story here is just stick to the things that stick to what you know, guys. Oh wow, Mo Miller is now minus 833. I think that's probably the biggest favorite I've ever seen in the Contender Series. Let's make sure we have everything right here. Yeah, everything right here. Yeah, you guys could tap this on this side, but I'm just, like I said, I'm just staying away. Like, I don't see any need to risk that. I'm gonna put in my first bet, of course. I'm gonna put 25 on her. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll put $30 on her, and we'll put the other 20 on her right before it starts. We have 4 hours before it gets it. Hopefully you guys see this. But yeah, guys, good luck to you guys. Hope we do great tonight. And then I'm going to be working on one NCAA pick for this weekend. We'll probably be in at least 3 NFL games, guys, and UFC on Saturday, of course. So get ready for that. I'm gonna work on that today and tomorrow, of course, guys. And, you know, I'll catch you guys later. You guys have a great one. Good luck. Hope we all win. Big Rooster Money. Oh yeah, comment Big Rooster Money in the comments, and your picks, you know, entered in to win free 3 months of premium Hidden Gem Discord access. Comment down below, and I will see you guys later.